Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back ladies and gentlemen for another YouTube video. Happy Monday everybody. Today we're going to be delivering you a Vechain video, a project we told you we were going to cover on more of a regular basis as it is one of our favourite altcoins, and I am still expecting big things for Vechain. We're going to dive into a number of things in this video. We're going to look at the charts, we're going to take off our Elliott wave theory structure and look at it more immediately. I'm going to be telling you why I believe everything is actually looking pretty darn healthy, and we are still going to see that impulsive move to the upside. It is any day now, ladies and gentlemen. I know many of you are sick of hearing that, but it is absolutely coming. We are in a bull market akin to 2017 and prior to that 2013. We aren't doing anything out of the ordinary. The crypto market as a whole is looking absolutely healthy and spectacular. Bitcoin is looking fantastic and leading the market, which is very typical. It's a very common trait of the cryptocurrency market for Bitcoin to lead it out of the recoveries. We can show you this via the Bitcoin dominance, and the dominance for Bitcoin goes up when the market starts to recover, led by Bitcoin, and then it pulls back and you have a bit of an altcoin flourish, which is what we're expecting for Vechain. Where is Vechain? I think it's 26th in terms of market cap, right next to Axie Infinity, Ethereum Classic, Tron, and Cosmos, which is a project that I actually really like. But I think Vechain is extremely undervalued and should be a lot further up the market cap capital than it already is, especially a partnership with such strong fundamentals, partnerships, and an amazing team. Vechain is seeing real world adoption across the board. We've covered many of the partnerships that Vechain have with you in our previous videos. They're constantly partnering with huge billion-dollar market cap companies and billion-dollar market companies like the pet food industry. They're very, very friendly with China in terms of the Chinese government. They're very on board and actually have partnerships with the Chinese government because the Chinese government is looking to essentially adopt blockchain, just not private decentralized public decentralized blockchains. They obviously want their own controllable blockchains, and they're looking to do this, and they're going to Vechain for a lot of help. So there's a lot going on under the hood with Vechain, and the price is pretty disappointing, to be honest. I mean, I'm a holder right there with you guys, and this is the roadmap we have set out for Vechain, and we believe it's going to get to $1 or so. Ultimately, guys, you're not doing anything out of the ordinary. You're rinsing and repeating in these waves, and you guys know we believe you're in your fifth and final wave. Really, what you've got going on for Vechain right now, guys, is really just a cup and handle. A rather long, somewhat unorthodox cup and handle, but that's really what's set up. I mean, the market as a whole looks absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, and we're just waiting for alt season to start. It's not really alt season, but the altcoins to be permissioned to run, and we're going to see this correlated with Bitcoin dominance go down. We'll dive into Bitcoin and how we know it leads the market, and this is a healthy trait, and it will flow into altcoins. It flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum to larger caps and then smaller caps. So Vechain's got to wait its turn. We know it's typically a laggard. It tends to do a lot in a little bit of time. But you're not doing anything out of the ordinary. And one reason I'm so convinced that a break for Vechain is coming is if we put our Elliott wave theory back on very quickly. If you look at where we are today, we've made the first wave within our one wave, essentially, guys. We've had an ABC correction, and now we're popping our head back out the other side. And this is essentially what we're looking at, guys. Can you see this? You come down. We will take a quick look at Vechain on a smaller time frame just to really show you that, you know, the trends reverse and everything does look fantastic. This is your kind of cup and handle that you've got here. Very messy. So you've made this first little impulsion here, and this is a very common trait. If we take a look at back here, guys, this was your first wave here. So this is your kind of selling off wave. This is your wave out of it. Then you come back and you make the first little impulse, consolidate before you continue. Same thing over here. This is your first wave out of it. You come back, consolidate up here before you continue, and you see those new all-time highs. And this is what we're expecting, new all-time highs in a short period of time. They are around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get shaken out of this project, because this is a project, unlike many cryptos out there, I hate to say it, that is actually seeing real world adoption and a fantastic use case. You know, you're showing that strength. On the more immediate time frame, we'll switch it to log very quickly. Things are also looking absolutely healthy. This was your falling wedge that you had for Vechain. I'll draw these very quickly. A kindred to the one you had over here, ladies and gentlemen, and ultimately you're doing the same thing. Can you see this? You get this break, and then you consolidate. You get this break, and then you consolidate before climbing your way up. Very, very common trade. Things look fantastic in regards to Vechain, and I'm expecting big, big things. I don't think it deserves to be down at number 26. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of projects that I don't think, you know, like Hedera, we're not going to go through them, but there's lots of projects out there that I think deserve a little bit more limelight than they get. One thing that I want to reconfirm is that Bitcoin is leading this. And this is a very common trait. If we take a look down here, the 20th of July, and what happened with Bitcoin dominance. This is the 20th of July here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see a big uptick in Bitcoin dominance. This is correlated with the price and it leading the market out of the recovery. It shows the most strength. It's where the big money jumps in and out of and leads the market. This is what we're trying to explain to you here, guys. And alts will typically, your altcoins ran and made new highs after Vechain. And you can see this is correlated with Bitcoin dominance going down. This was certainly true in the last sell-off and recovery from that. You can see here, you've got a similar thing at play today, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is leading the market. It's going on to make those new highs. Look at the Bitcoin dominance. Can you see this? It will come down the other side, and you will see those altcoins do very well on the back end of Bitcoin dominance going down, and you will see an alt run, and Vechain is going to be caught up in that. It's any day now, guys, that we're going to see a break for Vechain. We are, again, on more of an immediate time frame. If you look at this, you've got two confirming bullish patterns here. Not sure what happened there. You've got your cup and handle again, or a sort of cup and handle. I'd like to have seen it actually sell off and come down a little bit more. But on top of that, you've also got this pretty nice W double bottom down here. Can you see this? Things actually look pretty darn good for Vechain. I know my TA here is pretty rough, but this is where you are. Can you see the similarities here? Consolidate, break up. Consolidate, break up. This is what we're expecting. So I don't think you've got anything to worry, ladies and gentlemen. Hang in there. Get your Vechain stake for Vetho. You can do that on Binance, which is a very easy way. I think you might be able to do it on Exodus. I will make a video on that. And I will also be covering a video on VFO. Very quickly before I go, we have launched a Cardano Stake Pool. So those of you who would like to delegate with us, we're hoping to get to the amount of delegation Cardano needed for the pool to start minting blocks and to start paying everybody out rewards. This is what we want to do. We want to play an active role in the maintaining and upkeep of the Cardano network. And operating and running a stake pool is the best way for me to do that. That's all I have for you guys. Hang in there with your Vechain. Amazing project, amazing partnerships, very undervalued in my opinion, and we yet to see big things out of it. I think Vechain is still an accumulate at these prices, but that is not financial advice. That's all my own opinion. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fantastic Monday evening.